Hi everybody, and thank you for watching. So we are back here in my kitchen, and my kitchen is a little bit messy, so I do have some dishes that I need to put away, also some dishes that I need to wash, and the counters are still looking pretty good. But that's not the main goal of this video. My main goal is to clean up that area there, all of that junk, as well as my junk cupboard. So this cupboard here has so many things in it. I think the last time I went through this was almost a year ago, and so every time we're kind of like cleaning the counters, we just throw stuff in here and just deal with it later. But now is the later that I want to go through this drawer, see what I can donate, see what needs to be thrown away, and then make it a little bit more neater. So on the floor there, kind of like to the left of the camera, there's a few bags of stuff. That's actually stuff that I decluttered from my kids' books, their little book shelf. And so I haven't had time to take it to Goodwill, so it is there. And so whatever items that I am going to declutter from this junk drawer, I will add to this pile. So this is part of my 1,000 item challenge. And after I've done the bedroom, basically most of the living room and everything like that, I'm at 620 items, which is pretty good. I did kind of take a little break from my 1,000 item challenge. I'm trying to do it maybe once a week, if once every 2 weeks, because honestly, I don't feel like I have that much to declutter from my home. This has been the second year now that I started this channel, and I've been trying to declutter my home as often as possible. But when it comes to kids, family, work, lifestyle, it has been difficult for me to find the time. While I am trying to declutter my home, I am working, taking care of my family, but then at the same time also considering my health. So I'm trying to start this, well, I think it's been about a week now. I'm trying to do 75 hard, so I'm trying to get a workout in. I'm trying to drink my 1 gallon of water, which is making me go to the restroom 1,000 times a day. I am trying to eat healthy, and instead of doing a workout outside, so this is kind of like a modified 75 hard. After I've done my 45-minute workout, my other task for the day, instead of doing a 45-minute workout outside, I decided to challenge myself to do at least 10,000 steps a day. And so that has been the most challenging out of all of them, because I can work out fine on my Peloton 45 minutes easy. I can read my book 30 minutes. They say 10 pages, but I just do 30 minutes. That's easy. The gallon of water is a challenge, but the most challenging part is trying to do 10,000 steps a day, considering I am at my desk 8 hours a day. So I have to kind of like remind myself to get up and maybe just stand up, walk around a little bit. But by me decluttering the house and to kind of like cleaning the kitchen, all that, it doesn't do that many steps, and it's difficult for me to get out of the house, honestly. So I'm working from home, but then sometimes my job can be very demanding on certain days if I have certain projects, and then I'm trying to take care of the family and stuff like that. So usually by the time I drop off the kids from school, I have a good 5 hours to do as much work as possible. Potentially, I may have to go to the store, or I have to clean the house, like do one of these videos, and then the kids come home. When the kids come home, that's it. I can't do much after that. Sometimes, like when I've been doing these declutter videos, the kids are helping me, but other than that, they have homework to do. My daughter has therapist that comes over for 2 hours a day, so there's just a lot that's going on with my family throughout the week. But yeah, I do try, and I am trying very hard to declutter and keep my house clean as much as possible. And so I am trying to commit to those 2 videos a week. I was doing it weekly. I challenge myself to do 2 a week, and so that's what I'm doing here. So I thought, let me just work on the junk drawer, because that should be very easy, but at the same time I wanted to focus on that. And then I saw the kitchen was a mess, so I thought I need to spend at least a couple of minutes doing the dishes, putting stuff away, and then I can move my focus to the junk drawer, which is what I wanted to do. So to keep myself accountable, I kind of have a list of areas that I want to tackle in my home. And based on that, I'm going to try and do a video and post them, like I said, twice a week. So I'm not decluttering and cleaning every single day. I would find that impossible to do with my lifestyle, but I am trying to say, okay, this week my main goal is, let's say, the junk drawer, let's say the pantry, and then the following week it's going to be this. So then I do have it on my list, and it's on my to-do list for me to find some time throughout the week to focus on that task and post or film it and then post a video. The hardest task as well is to edit the videos and do these voiceovers, because I can just clean. I could do a quick 10-15 minute clean and the place looks nice, but then at the same time I'm trying to grow this channel, and so I have to keep myself accountable and film what I am doing. So I do have a long list of areas in my home that I'm going to tackle. It's not necessarily going to be 1,000 item declutter challenge video, but I do need to do a bunch of deep cleaning of areas in my home. And then it's going to be, well, it's already the end of the year, so Christmas is going to come upon us. And then I need to start, come January, focus on clearing out all the Christmas decorations, start looking at all of decluttering and organizing my paperwork for when it comes to tax time. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to do next month and really try to get myself in order. You've seen my bedroom. I tackled most of the area, and then everything under that desk I need to tackle one day. And honestly, I don't use that desk. I've been debating whether I should just get rid of it or not. I don't know. My daughter's been asking for her own bed, and we actually have a toddler bed under our bed. So we do have a toddler bed that my 10-year-old used, and we saved it for the 5-year-old, and right now she sleeps with me in my bed, but she wants her own bed. So if I get rid of that desk and put a toddler bed in there, she could be in there for maybe a year or two, but then she's going to outgrow it, and more than likely she'll move it to her sister's bedroom, and then they'll share a room. So do I get rid of a desk and clear that whole area out for a bed for a few years, and then once she no longer needs that bed, what do I do with that area? I don't know. I'm still debating what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of changes come next year with layouts of our rooms and moving things around. I do need to also focus on my garage. That's another area that I just need to, you know what, if I haven't used them, I need to get rid of them. Especially when it comes to snow gear. That's going to be a monster of a task to go through all of the snow gear, because we've been accumulating it for many years. And whenever we, like, let's say my daughter outgrows it, I put it to the side because the little one's going to potentially wear it. And so there's multiple different sizes of clothes, but I don't want to get rid of them because they're going to eventually be used. But I know that there are a few clothes in there that we could get rid of that is too small for my youngest one, and so we'll just see. Okay, so right now I'm going on a tangent about what my future for this channel is going to be and all these areas that I'm going to tackle my home. So do stay tuned, because like I said, there's going to be videos twice a week, and it's not just going to be about decluttering, but it's also going to be organizing, cleaning, deep cleaning some areas, and stuff like that. Okay, so we've finally made it to the junk drawer, and you can see that there is some organization here. There were a few little bins, and I kind of had them organized like stationery, tools, little like locks and batteries, all the normal stuff that you would find in a junk drawer or cabinet. But as time goes by and we throw stuff in here, you can see that there's just stuff that's been dumped into different buckets or tubs. So I'm just going through and organizing them and seeing what I can get rid of. The stationery one is quite a lot. I did dump a whole bunch more stuff in there. I just looked really quickly to see if there's anything that is broken that shouldn't be in there as well. But that I do need to go through my stationery. There was a lot of stationery that we found in the kids section of their bookshelf, also the bookshelf that's in the dining room. We have a lot of stationery. I don't think we ever have to buy pens and pencils for ever, honestly. So I do need to go through them, and as I go through them, if they don't work or they're broken, I do need to just get rid of them. But you saw also in the bookshelf, kind of in the living room, kind of in the entryway, I have a whole tub full of stationery there as well. Some new stuff as well, and some other old stuff. So it's on my list, but it's not a priority. So that is also another thing that I need to work on. Okay, so we have kind of cleared out a lot of the buckets there. You don't see, but the floor is an absolute mess. I do have 2 bags. I have one for donation and one for trash. I'm going through to the second drawer now, or the second shelf. There's a little bucket there that I'm kind of going through that has a lot of cords and all that. I just quickly went through it. Anything that was broken, I got rid of, but I still need to do a second pass or third pass of this junk drawer a little later on. I just wanted to tidy it up as much as possible. And so we are going through quite a lot of stuff. I know that most of this we haven't touched in a year, I would say, but it's still stuff that we could potentially use in the future. So we have like little fans there for summer when we go to the theme parks. There's some flashlights there that we may need. There is some glue. I don't want to get rid of it, even though we haven't potentially used them for a while, but I know that if I need it, it is there. So I'm just slowly going through all of the bottom drawer now. There's not much there that I would want to get rid of. I've got these straps here that's for my daughter's hoverboard. There's just like a lot of small stuff, and whenever we are looking for a specific item, I know I can always find it here. And so I'm just tidying it up where possible. Certain things, I know, like there was some goggles that I found in here. I know that has to go into the garage, so I'm going to put that in the garage. We have all these command strips. I could possibly put them in the garage in the tool section, but honestly, I probably will forget that it's there. So I'm better off just putting it back here in this junk drawer. But at least I feel like the drawer is a little bit more neater and tidier, and I can see what's in here. But this is probably going to be a 6 months or 12-month task to go through this drawer. Eventually, I would love to be a minimalist and just get rid of everything, but I believe when it comes to being something like a minimalist like that, you tend to end up having to go to the store and buy stuff because you've just thrown away stuff. And I'm not all about that. I am about saving for my family. I am a couponer, and so with couponing, we're able to get quite a lot of stuff for free and cheap, and my family's budget is quite low when it comes to personal care items, household items, even food. I'm able to coupon for food. Okay, so I've got this bag. Anything that is those tools, I put it in there so I know that I'm going to take it to the garage. And now I'm slowly going through this section here. So this is the area. This is like the catch-all area. So a lot of times when we are entering the house from the back, we're dumping stuff here and dealing with it later. And there's just so much stuff in here, from toys to random rocks. Like, honestly, I don't know what is here. And things just get dumped here all the time. And so now it's time for me to go through it. I need to tidy up this area. I actually did this just before Thanksgiving, knowing that family was going to come over and I needed my house to be neat and tidy. And so that's what I was doing here, because this is the area that needed to be as clean as possible, because we'll be placing like the drinks, the cutlery and plates there for when people want to go get food. And then we kind of displayed the food on the dining room area, and then we had other tables and chairs for people to eat in the living room and stuff like that. But this is the area that it is a really big eyesore, and I really wanted to make sure that there was like nothing on this shelf. This area needs to be practically bare because this is the first thing that people are going to see when they get in the house. Because a lot of people, most of my family and friends, they usually come from the back. So they go through the garage to the back of the house. Rarely do they come through the front. And that's why in the backyard you see a lot, like all of our shoes and stuff like that on the floor, because we are a no shoe household. And so this is the first thing that people see when they do walk in. They see the dining room, they see this area. They don't necessarily see the living room until they go in further to our house. So I've just pulled everything basically off this small little shelf. I got this from Target quite a while ago from their dollar section, and I really like it here in this area. And so right now you can see I'm constantly grabbing stuff and putting it down. So I'm either putting it back into, I guess, the junk drawer, or I'm putting it into either one of the two bags that are on the floor. There's the trash bag, and then there is the donation bag. And then as I'm doing this, you see me passing certain stuff off to my daughter. I'm asking her, does she want it or not? If she does, she needs to take it from here because I do not want to keep it here. So there's like stickers, there is random what is that? That was like a instruction manual about some sketching and all that. I'm like, do you want it? Yes, no, no. Okay, we're gonna throw it away. So there's quite a lot of stuff here. It was very surprising that we dumped it all in those two little shelves, and now you can see there's just so much, but most of it I want to keep. It's just an item that is not supposed to be here. We even found a bracelet and a necklace, so I gave it to her to look at if she wants to keep it. I found a few random amount of coins that I decided to just put in the junk drawer for now, because I do need to find another home for it. And so yeah, you can see me slowly grabbing stuff, putting it back in the junk drawer, or I am throwing it away. This bracelet, I was just double checking if it was real or not, and I thought it wasn't real, so I was gonna just donate it. But then my daughter did talk to me about that and said, oh no, that is real. And I actually found a little pendant that fell off it, so I went back into the bag to grab it for her, and so she was gonna try and put the pendant back onto the bracelet. Okay, so now I'm just getting ready to wipe down this area first so I can put the shelf back, and then also work on all these other items that are not supposed to be there. Like I said, these shelves is just going to be completely empty. I don't want to keep anything on there other than we have the garage clickers, and we have a few sunglasses that we just pick up and take with us on the way out. Everything else needs to find a home. So all these items here, I need to either put them back in the junk drawer for temporarily, or I'm gonna have to find a home for them somewhere else. There are a few things there that probably need to go upstairs, and so right now you can see I just grabbed a few other stuff, like we have like a little coin money bank. I wanted to just find space in the cupboard for now. But like I said, this is like the second pass through of this area, and every time I go through this, I do end up with 2 bags full of stuff that we get rid of. And as I continue to go through this area on a either bi-yearly or yearly, I'm sure I'm going to get rid of more stuff. Okay, so we are almost done. You can see the counter now. There is a lot of space. There's just a few items there that I'm going to find homes for, and I'm just, like I said, trying to find places to put these items that I want to keep. Okay, so we are done. I am just going to wipe down this counter again because there is nothing on it now. So I'm just going to wipe down this counter again, and then we are going to do a before of what it looked like. Honestly, what it looked like before was a mess, I believe, especially the kitchen. The kitchen was as dirty as could be, and then even this counter, just wiping it down, you could see, I'm not sure if I showed you, but yeah, you could see on the paper towel that it was just really dirty. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to find time to do this. There was deodorant there. I gave it to my daughter. I decided to keep the Lysol spray there because we will probably continue to spray this area. I tend to like spray it at least every couple of days just so the place smells nice. Okay, so let's recap of what my kitchen looked like before. This wasn't the main focus of the video, but my main focus was that counter right there and then this junk drawer. It was just a mess. Now you can see the kitchen is a lot tidy. There is no dirty dishes. I wiped down the counters, and then this countertop here, you can see there is nothing on there, so very happy with the way it looks. And then this is my junk drawer, so you can see all the bags there that I do need to take to donations, and I've just added an extra one to the pile. And then this is my junk drawer, so a lot less items, nothing is overflowing. There's still a lot of stuff in here, but that's okay. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I have these items there that I need to take to the garage. That one is the trash, and this other section here is the donations. So what I took out of this junk drawer was about 40 items, so I'm just going to add that to my list. And so yeah, it's coming along, this 1,000 item challenge, but very happy with the way it turned out. And so yeah, thank you for watching.